Hi, I'm Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here with Bruno Munger from Colorfront. Welcome, Bruno.
Welcome, thank you.
Bruno, you guys have announced a new Transkoder version and new versions of all of your products. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Transkoder 2020, Onset Dailies 2020, Express Dailies 2020. All of these, new products or new version of our product have been available in beta since, early summer. And we've been, doing a lot of POCs, a lot of demonstration since NAB with these new functionalities within the 2020 release.
Okay, well, you guys seem to have been embracing IMF with this new release. Can you talk about all the different options that you have for IMF Workflow?
Yeah, so the IMF side is on the Transkoder product. So we have Transkoder on Mac and we have Transkoder on Windows. Both of these, we've been on the mastering side, on the IMF side, we've been doing this for years. What we have now is a more automated version. So all of our IMF, so we're the leader in IMF. We've been doing IMF for like 5 years now. What we've enabled is you can actually automate it. So you have 10 versions to do to Netflix and some version for Disney, and you want to automate. So you have Italian version, French version, Hungarian version. All of these versions are very time consuming. So what you want to do is to make one and then submit to a render queue to automate this. So all those versions, when you go home at night, you come back in the morning and all of those versions are actually mastered and processed and QC'd automatically, either with an API where you could automate this all to a web page where someone of an operator can say, do this version and this version, hit go, or within our application, you can say, create original version of IMF in English, add subtitles for Italian market, and then automate this. And all of this will be done automatically with our really strong API and automation language.
Okay, what else is new within Transkoder? You're working with Dolby Vision, is that correct?
Yeah, so Dolby Vision is something we've been doing ever since Dolby had a product or had a solution. What we now have is this, we're now certified version 4.0, which is the latest second generation of Dolby Vision tools. That's available in all our products, and you can now make an IMF in version 4.0 of Dolby. You can actually analyze statistics and do the entire Dolby Vision workflow within Transkoder and deliver 4.0. What also this allows us to do is to also do a 2.9, so a legacy Dolby Vision at the same time. So this is we're certified by Dolby. We've been certified since the early summer. Now studios are now requesting 4.0, new Dolby Vision workflows, which when I call 4.0, I mean the newest Dolby Vision algorithms that has stronger, better for Dolby. Because of COVID-19, we decided that we will virtualize our products. So what that means more specifically is that Transkoder, Onset Dailies, and Express Dailies are now available in the cloud. So although we don't feel like everybody's ready to embrace these new workflow, what we have is a new ways. So you can actually run for an extensive period your current Transkoder on AWS or on Microsoft Azure. So if a customer is interested of experimenting and see how the cloud can actually work for them, we're allowing to use the current license that you own and then port it to AWS as an example, and then experiment how you can make an IMF in the cloud, do dailies in the cloud, or import your entire facility to a more cloud-based workflow. We want our customers to experiment. We want our customers to see how it makes sense for them so they can experiment with cost and the different of paradigm, the different of workflow that is the cloud.
Well, that's been a big deal, obviously, since the shutdown, with so many people trying to figure out ways to work from home, work remotely. Do you see, I mean, a lot of people said they were holding back on the cloud and they had no choice but to embrace it. How is this being used by people? Do you find more and more people taking advantage of the virtualized workflows?
Yeah, I call this whole COVID-19 thing which is unfortunate. It's like the tsunami that happened in Japan where we could no longer make tapes, or the writer's strikes that literally obliterated film acquisition, and then everybody went to digital acquisition. It's that kind of event in our industry that actually changes how people see things, right? So everybody's at home, everybody in a secure location. How do I make this happening? So we certified like remote desktop technology like Teradici and Nice DCV and HPRGS, so that we wanted to see, does it run with our software? So we did like a lot of testing with latency and speed and how you can actually remote access a computer. So does it work? What's the experience when I play back a file? Do I see it in real time? Do I see it? Uh, you know, what's the refresh rate when you do remote working? That's number one. So we use like Nice DCV, which is a Amazon technology, which other people use Teradici. We use Nice DCV, but anything you want to use, that's to access your application when you're at home and you control the mouse and you control the keyboard, or you have control surface to USB, even though you do not have a computer next to you. The second thing is remote desktop technology. After that is we try to fix a problem that most people have a problem with. How do you watch video at home? If you're playing back your Mulan movie or your asset, you're at home, how do you watch something that you can actually critically say it's a good version or it's a bad version or the colors are all right? So we came up with a new technology called streaming player. So the streaming player is literally you at home, is the ability to watch a reference quality video over the internet without having to download anything. So think about your most esteemed asset that sits in the cloud on S3 or on Microsoft Azure Blob Storage, or it's in your facility. You want to hit play. You want to have your at home, your LG, Sony, your favorite monitors. You want to play it back at a reference quality in 10-bit and 444. So we have all of our tools in 2020 now have the ability to do virtual video output. So instead of sending locally to an Azure card or Blackmagic design card, you can hit virtualize my video output, and it's going to start streaming, securely stream your video from the server, the transcoder, the OSD, then EXD, and then stream it to you securely. And you can actually watch a 10-bit 444 signal to your house or to your secure facility without having to buy any new equipment. It doesn't have to be like another box that you have to sit on. It's all included in the Transkoder 2020 software.
And it seems pretty easy to use.
It's easy to use, it's secure, it's been tested by many studios, and all you have on your laptop, you launch a little streaming player application, you type your credentials, I am Randy, I'm going to use this password, is the host name of the server, and all of a sudden, you're receiving a secure stream from a transcoder. So you can remote log into your transcoder, load your favorite movie, your favorite TV show, hit play, and now you can see a 444 10-bit reference quality video at your facility without having to do like to an external server. The idea is that a colorist, an artist can see his content. Not only he can see it over his remote desktop, moving the mouse, but you can also have a video broadcast output to another monitor. All of this done without any hardware. It's all part of the application.
It's pretty cool. What about some of your other 2020 products? Do you want to quickly just run through some of the highlights of those?
Yeah, we now like new camera support, such as the new Blackmagic design 12K cameras that are supported in all of our software. You thought 8K was a lot, and then we have 12K files to deal with. So now we have like support for Blackmagic Ursa and all the different 12K cameras that Blackmagic is doing. We have like the latest and greatest color science on all the cameras. We have, all the different new Sony color science, and such as Canon as well. And 2020 has a lot more, QC tools as well. Like there's a lot of ways to validate your package, making sure that if you're making content, how do you validate it directly in the application? So once, let's say, Netflix receives the package, you're sure that they won't reject it. Another thing we did with Netflix, we worked with them on publishing directly to their backlot. So Netflix, if you have an IMF and you make the latest Netflix content, which you can QC the tool, you can QC with using their QC tools, but also you press a button and you can submit directly to backlot. So there's no take your package, go in a web browser and upload. From the Transkoder application, you say submit to backlot, you put your request ID and it pushes to Netflix, and then it passes the photon validation. Netflix will also pass a photon validation on your package, but it's all from within the application. You don't have to go outside.
Fantastic. Bruno, thank you so much. Stay well, and we'll see you at the next one.